Since it is time, we would like to start the Mitsubishi Electric IR Day 2024. Let me introduce the speakers. President and CEO Kei Uruma, Executive Officer and CSO, Executive Officer and CDO Satoshi Takeda, Executive Officer and CFO Kuniaki Masuda. Now then, let us hear from CEO and President Mr. Kei Uruma on Mitsubishi Electric corporate strategy. Thank you. My name is Uruma of Melco. Thank you very much for attending our IR Day today, despite your very busy schedules. So I'd like to take the next few minutes to explain the company's corporate business strategy. If you could look at page 2, please. Today, I will briefly divide my presentation into 4 parts. In the first part, I would like to talk about the 2026 medium-term management plan. In the second part, I would like to discuss the medium to long-term growth strategy, which looks beyond 2026. And in segments 3 and 4, I would like to explain our conventional business portfolio strategy, as well as measures to strengthen our business foundation. So let me start with page 3. This shows the medium-term management plan for 2026. Now going on to page 4. First, our financial targets for 2025. Our goal is to achieve the circular. Excuse me. Let me talk about the current business environment first. For FA and air conditioning, the environment has deteriorated quite sharply from the time we created the medium-term management plan. And from the second half of this year, we do expect it to recover. However, in the short term, we would not be able to recover to the levels we had expected at the start of our 25. So we will be reviewing our financial targets for operating profit margin, ROE, as well as cash generation. And from here onwards, we will strengthen our profitability and also reap in the investment effects to work toward more than 8% operating profit margin. Now going on to page 5, please. Here, this shows the strategy for capital allocation in the medium-term plan. For cash generation, we have revised this downward to 3.3 trillion yen. On the other hand, for capital allocation, we will maintain the initial plan of 3.4 trillion yen, including shareholder returns of 0.6 trillion yen. We would execute our growth investment centered around the priority growth businesses so that we can achieve sustained growth. Next, going on to page 6, this shows the medium to long-term growth strategy looking beyond 2026. Now on to page 7, please. This shows the ideal form of our group, which is the circular digital engineering company. The data gathered from customers will be aggregated in the digital space and then analyzed. The group departments and business units will link together strongly and share that knowledge to generate new values. And these steps will be very speedily circulated through digital technologies to create a wide variety of different values and contribute to the solution of a wide range of social issues. And this is the so-called circular business engineering company that we're aiming for. Looking on to page 8 now, in our group, in order to achieve the circular digital engineering I just explained, we have designed a new digital platform which we call Serendi. Serendi is a new word that's coined by combining the word serendipity, which means flashes of insight from accidental encounters, and digital engineering, these two words. So the idea is that equipment systems and services from various fields generate data which are combined together to generate new values for customers and society by leveraging our cumulative technology and our unlimited creativity. Through this, we hope to contribute to the achievement of a vigorous and enriching society. And those are the thoughts behind the coining of the word Serendi. Now going on to page 9. In the earlier page, I explained Serendi. So let me deep dive into the concept itself. Serendi is a digital platform that's composed of data analytics platforms and web API linkage platforms. At our company, as written on the left-hand side of the chart, in each of our business areas, we gather data individually through different components and systems. And I've written several platforms, and all that data is gathered through different platforms. But with the creation of Serendi, we are now able to aggregate and analyze all of that data. So a variety of different human resources will be able to generate ideas based on the analytical results, and by using the web API linkage platform, can deliver services that cut across different businesses. For example, one idea combining transportation and power would be, for example, the use of voluminous data that we have gathered from our railroad carriages and analyzing that using the data analytics platform to consider an integrated solution that includes carriage maintenance, train operations, and power optimization. Not only new solutions, but also based on that data, the components will be evolved. Going forward, we hope to utilize Serendi to deliver new solutions to our customers and to society to help resolve social issues. Now going on to page 10. In order to achieve the so-called circular digital engineering, the solutions business that utilizes the data and also the data gathering components businesses that support that must both be expanded. And we have positioned these two businesses as the so-called Serendi related businesses. The results for 2024 was 640 billion yen in revenues, and going forward, using Serendi as a growth driver, we hope to expand our solutions and further reinforce our components so that by 2031, we should be able to achieve a revenue of 1.1 trillion yen and 23% operating profit margin.
Next, please see page 11. Here, we will explain how we are strengthening our digital transformation talents. To achieve the goals of Serendi-related businesses I mentioned, we need to secure DX talents, and that is the most important matter. Our group currently has approximately 6,500 DX personnel, and we aim to expand this to 20,000 by 2030. Our group has a strength in embedded software development, infrastructure, finance, and other large-scale system development, and have lots of IT engineers. By reskilling these engineers, we will secure DX talents. Furthermore, we will actively hire new employees and also utilize M&A. In securing and developing DX human resources, as you can see on the right, we established the skill set and we secure the human resources from the front side, which has close customer relations, to the back side, which is more development oriented. We would like to secure a broad range of human resources. Next, page 12. The group positions the realization of sustainability as the foundation of its management in the past 2 years or so. And as we explained at the sustainability briefing in March, we are committed to innovation through circular digital engineering. We would like to accelerate our trade-on activities, which contribute to society and the environment with business growth. To accelerate these activities, in April, we established the new Sustainability Innovation Headquarters. In particular, with the company-wide activity GIST project, we have set a key policy of aiming to be a front-runner in nature-positive initiatives. Nature Positive aims to stop the loss of natural capital and restore it, and its importance is increasingly increasing significantly. And based upon this policy, we are now in full swing with our JUST project activities. Please see page 13. Here we will introduce the initiatives to promote open innovation, such as collaboration with external parties, namely startups, universities, and research institutes. In collaboration with the startups, we will increase our investment in venture capital funds, targeting sustainability, digital, and deep tech to 15 billion yen scale. Through investment, we aim to explore a wide range of startups and build relationships with them to promote collaboration with a view to creating new businesses. And in the mid to long term, we will also actively pursue M&A. For industry, academia, government collaboration, we will invest 60 billion yen over the 7 years from 2025 to 2031. For example, in April this year, we have signed a basic agreement on research collaboration toward a green society with the Industrial Technology Research Institute of Taiwan. This is the first time that our company has concluded a basic agreement for comprehensive collaborative research with an overseas research institute. In this Taiwanese case, we will create innovation by combining academic findings of university research institutes and our cultivated perspectives in the field. Next, please go to page 14. I will explain our business portfolio strategy. Please turn to page 15. This is the same chart that was shown at last year's IR Day. The vertical axis represents business growth, and the horizontal axis represents profitability and asset efficiency. It shows the current position of each of our subsegments and the direction of our initiatives. As I explained last year, the four subsegments in the upper right have their own priority growth businesses. By investing intensively in these businesses, they will drive our growth. Next, the three sub-segments on the bottom right. You aim to contribute to the stabilization of our management by improving efficiency and strengthening our competitiveness through collaboration with other companies and filling in missing parts through M&A. At the same time, we will also take measures for decarbonization, and we will create new businesses with high growth potential. The automotive equipment segment on the bottom left, we will swiftly advance our business selection and concentration and partnership strategy. Finally, the defense and space systems subsegment in the middle left aims at the position that will increase profitability and establish a structure to respond to the expanding market, so as to contribute to the stable management of our company. Next, page 16. There are four sub-segments with key growth businesses in the top right are A, social system, power system in the bottom right, and the defense and the space systems in the middle left. These three sub-segments of the infrastructure business area are grouped together as B, and the automotive equipment subsegment on the bottom left is C. From the next page, I will explain each of our initiatives, ABC. First, I'd like to talk about the priority growth businesses of A. Please go to page 17. At the business segment section, details will be given, but I'd like to take you through the overview. First, about the FA controlling system business. We will strengthen our domestic and overseas production system and partner strategies. We are working to strengthen our competitiveness in core components and digital domain. Next, building system business shown in the upper right. We will focus on capturing the volume zone of new installations by introducing new elevator models. And furthermore, we will strengthen our multi-brand maintenance and renewal business. Next is the air conditioning and refrigeration. We will localize our businesses, and we will strengthen our local production and consumption system. We are strengthening our ability to respond to environmental regulation and needs in growing markets. Finally, in the power device business, shown in the bottom right, in order to expand our SiC business, which is one of our strengths, we are currently working to improve our wafer production system by building a new factory, ensure stable procurement of substrates, and expand our sales channels. Next, I'd like to explain Infrastructure Business Area B. Please open page 18. In the Infrastructure Business Area, we will continue to reform our core businesses of public utilities, transportation, and electricity, shifting our portfolio and allocating resources to growing areas such as defense and solutions. First, as a growth area, we are investing in the defense business, which is expected to expand as the overall defense budget expands. In defense business, currently orders are increasing substantially. So, in order to secure the personnel or production yards necessary for business expansion, including resource shifts within the business area, we are strengthening our development and production systems. Another growth area, the solution business. In order to commercialize a new service, we are currently conducting internal demonstration and organizational development as described here. Next, on the right, regarding the transformation of core businesses, we are optimizing our operation structure by integrating our manufacturing plants and strengthening our competitiveness through collaboration with other companies. As part of transformation, we will work to improve operational efficiency and accelerate the shift of the free up resources to growth businesses. And we would like to accelerate all of those. So, in the infrastructure business area, there are lots of resident businesses, but we will continue to transform our portfolio to move toward a new stage of growth.
So I'd like to move on to C, which is the part that is dedicated to automotive equipment business. Please refer to page 19. So on April the 1st, we have reported to you Mitsubishi Electric Mobility Corporation had commenced operations. In the automotive industry, it is faced with structural changes. We would like to capture this opportunity to be our growth opportunity, and so that we'll be able to allow our automotive equipment business to start growing again. So first of all, we would be, of course, concentrating our effort promoting a selection as well as concentration in light of the changes in the environment and thereby enhancing our profitability. So first of all, we work to promptly discontinue car multimedia and also clarify exit strategy for ICE business so that we'll be able to review production system on a global basis and adapting more appropriate size, and so that we'll be able to dedicate our resources to more profitable business such as electric power steering business. As for the electrification business, we would proceed with the partner strategy. And just as we had already informed you, with the ICE Corporation, we have already reached a basic agreement to establish a joint venture. So power, of course, we have, of course, a strength in power, electric, and also motor. So leveraging on the strength of ICE, we'd like to integrate the technology and maximize the synergy. So as to these A through to C, for each of the business area, the business area owners will be giving you the further details in their presentation later stage. So please move on to page 20. And on this page, we'd like to talk about improvement in profitability as well as capital efficiency. So from the perspective of reorganizing affiliate companies, selling cross sharings, and also judging the capital efficiency by judging businesses. So we have been proceeding with the divestment and also the withdrawal of some of the unprofitable businesses. And as for the businesses that are more than 130 billion yen, we have already achieved an OP margin of 10%. So we have decided to not specify those businesses to specify those businesses to be outside of the scope. So over time, as for the business that is over 390 billion yen, we would consider to withdraw or divest, and then we would try to settle down in such a way. So what we would do is we'd like to maximize the efficiency by way of reorganizing the affiliated companies, but we'll be taking a bolder kind of steps in order to streamline our businesses and also to reinforce our functions. And on the right-hand side, as you can see on the chart, so as for the cross-holdings or strategic holding of the shares, so except for those that has significance in holding the shares, we are not going to be holding any of these strategic holdings from here down the road, and this is why we're selling off those shares. In FY24, inclusive of Renesas Electronics, we had sold off the shares to the extent of 169.3 billion yen. So if we recognize a certain portion of shares that we should not hold, we are going to be selling those into the market. Now, let us move on to talk about the strengthening of the business foundation. And please refer to page 22. So as for ourselves, we regard that the human capital is the basis of our business, and that would allow us to brush up our competitive edge. So based on this philosophy and policy, we'd like to proceed with maximizing the human capital value through enhanced human capital management and DE&I initiatives. So as for the human capital management, we are going to be introducing a new HR system. In this new system, we have realized a proper evaluation after discarding seniority factors. And also, we will be giving a lot of opportunities for the young and talented workers to accelerate the speed of promotion as well, so that they'll be able to motivate themselves and allow them to explore different avenues for their career development. Now, as to this DE&I perspective, we would like to create an organization that is filled with a diverse talent, and thereby we'll be able to enrich the necessary discussion in order to proceed with the businesses, if not, of course, grow the businesses on a sustainable manner. So we need to diversify the management, and also we'd like to strike the right balance in terms of the gender. So by in so doing, we will be able to set a KPI such as the ratio of female in manager position. We have the target to achieve 12% by FY 2031. As of now, there is a big gap between the target and now, but as of FY 25 April, it is double, although it is only 3.6%, but we did manage to double it from FY 21. So we'd like to continue on with this effort in a planned manner so that we will be able to achieve these targets. Now, please move on to page 23. And here, I'd like to talk about our risk management. So sustainability, as well as in the areas of AI, while there is a business opportunity, but also at the same time, new risks emerges. So therefore, we like to, in a swift manner, as well as in a flexible manner, we like to respond to these kind of risks so that we will become a company that is resilient to the risks across the board, and also in a comprehensive manner. We would like to build a management that is flexible and also capable in dealing with these risks, especially like a geopolitical risk, for example. We like to make use of AI tool, and so that we can make our supply chain more resilient. And also, with regard to internal risk response, we would like to, of course, prevent any kind of fraudulent and misconduct by way of creating the whistleblowing system, and also so that everyone will be able to speak up for themselves. And also, we'd like to create a recognition system to praise these kind of acts. So finally, I'd like to move on to page 24 to explain about the 3 key reforms. So in 3 areas of quality assurance, organizational culture, and governance, we are carrying through our reform promotional activities. So with this being said, under the board, through the 3 reform monitoring committee, we have invited external expertise, opinions, and perspectives in order to monitor the progress of this reform. So to begin with,
So we would like to create a kind of an environment whereby there will be no necessity for anyone to conduct a fraudulent act or inappropriate act that is related to the quality. So by achieving OP margin, So in order to change the organizational culture, we have come up with this team creation based on this Honebuto direction. In other words, being a strong bone structured organization, all the top management will be visiting different footprints throughout the different parts of the world, listen attentively, and hold town hall meetings. And I myself had already attended to 100 or so occasions of those meetings. As for the governance reform, from the perspective of execution, as well as the monitoring and auditing, we would like to reinforce the functionality. And also in the areas of execution, in each of the business area, we would be enhancing the agility of the management. As to the oversight and also the auditing, as a result of inviting the external organization, we would have the effective management of the board from here down the road. So with these initiatives, we would like to, of course, continue to dedicate our effort in order to enhance our core value. And with this, I would like to conclude my management presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Now we'd like to go into the Q&A session, but there's a correction to what's being presented on page 13. That is research and development relating. It says 600 billion, but this is 60 billion. The correct number is 60 billion investment and not 600 billion. So the numbers in the handout materials is correct. Next, we'd like to ask Mr. Takeda to explain the DX strategy. Now then, this is Takeda. I'd like to explain the company's DX strategy. Please look at page 4. This page was already covered by our CEO Ruma, so I'll explain about Serendi on the next page and onwards. So please refer to page 5. In order to build the technological infrastructure required for Serendi and to accelerate value creation activities across our businesses, in April of 2023, we established the DX Innovation Center, or DIC, in Yokohama. The DX Innovation Center is creating 4 technology platforms for Serendi, namely data analysis, web API linkage, customer information, and subscription management. The data analytics platform is the core of our technology that aggregates data from the business units and makes it accessible across the company. For example, in our company, data that had been stored in different formats in separate systems, such as Blender for the electric power business, Vilfeel for the building systems business, and Linova for the air conditioning and home appliance businesses, can now be consolidated into a single data pool and used by data analytics tools to develop new solutions. Next, the web API linkage platform is another important technology platform that facilitates the sharing of solutions and features developed separately for each business through web API integration. The data analysis and web API linkage platforms will enable the rapid creation of new customer value by combining data analysis and functions across our different businesses. In addition, the customer information platform centralizes customer information that has been separately managed by each business unit, enabling proposals to be made across the company. And linking this with the subscription management platform will help expand our service model. We will maximize the use of globally available software to speed up the development of these platforms and we'll also seek active collaboration with global partners. So please turn to page 6. Aside from the technology that I earlier explained, we will also promote activities to significantly change the mindset within the company in order to accelerate business transformation toward circular digital engineering. More specifically, we will shift our business creation processes from a product-centered to a customer-centered approach, and we will adopt agile development in addition to the conventional waterfall approach, and we'll also change our business model from a focus on equipment sales to a more service-oriented model. In order to achieve such a transformation, reforms in various fields such as co-creation, human resources, and project promotion, in addition to technology platforms, will be absolutely essential. Our new digital platform, Serendi, is an activity that includes reforms to promote DX, and the DX Innovation Center will play a central role in its diffusion across the company. Now, please turn to page 8. We will continue to develop our core business as a manufacturer in creating value-added components and systems. At the same time, we will establish a DX innovation hub called Serendi Street as a place for internal and external co-creation across businesses. Serendi Street is designed to be a forum where different cultures meet and spawn new ideas. It will serve as a space for co-creation where heat is generated from the accidental encounter of people, data, and technology to create new value. Serendi Street started in Yokohama last year, and this year we will bring together about 500 DX talent from across our group. We plan to expand our activities not only in Japan but also overseas. Also in January 2025, we plan to expand co-creation space in Yokohama for use by our external partners to accelerate open innovation. So please turn to page 9. Page 9 is an example of specific activities of Serendi Street. Serendi Street Yokohama was launched in the Minato Mirai district of Yokohama in April last year, with the DX Innovation Center providing the technological infrastructure and Scrum activities serving as the basis for project promotion. And in April 2024, about 150 members were gathered at the Yokohama Daiya building and began promoting various cross-business projects. The new office space is a special district within the company with a unique working style that differs from our conventional production facilities and offices and is designed to offer an innovative workspace. Now, please turn to page 10. As our CEO Uruma explained, we believe that strengthening our DX talent pool is indispensable to make the transformation to a circular digital engineering company. We plan to attract DX talent to Serendi Street to accelerate DX reforms. So please return now to page 11.
In order to create a new value through co-creation with our customers and partner companies, we promote Scrum activities using 4 foundations. We will identify issues, generate ideas to solve that, and POCs to solve these problems and develop solutions in an agile manner. We will introduce specific examples of Scrum activities from the next page onwards. Please look at page 13. The railway LMS is a system that accumulates various data on the trains we deliver to our customers. Due to the sheer volume of data, it's been extremely difficult to use it in detail up until now, but by utilizing the data analysis platform, we began co-creating integrated solutions, including vehicle maintenance, train operation, and power optimization. with our transportation operator clients. The example in the figure shows how surplus line power that occurs when trains stop can be effectively utilized in station buildings and so on without letting it go to waste. In order to consider this, the current surplus power between stations and by time period is visualized, thereby aiming to utilize electricity power more efficiently. Please go to page 14. This case study is a combination project of the use of in-building person's location detection information and held by the LAV business area and the Katkens automated transport robot technology held by the industry mobility business area. The web API integration platform makes it very easy to integrate functions, even between systems developed by different organizations. We are considering a service that, based on the actual system, a web robot will deliver food and beverages from nearby commercial facilities to tenants in buildings and are working towards commercialization as soon as possible. Please turn to page 15. This is a case of using Gen AI. Using generative AI, a demonstration will be conducted to confirm the effectiveness of technology that achieves both comfort and energy efficiency through an air conditioning control demonstration, and that's being carried out at the Serenity Street, Yokohama. This was a demonstration conducted in a collaboration with a partner company and an attempt to control air conditioning using GPT-4 by inputting various environmental data using a proprietary prompt generation software. As a result of the demonstration in winter, it was possible to achieve energy savings of 20 to 25% while maintaining comfort. Although further detailed verifications required before commercialization, the case shows that Gen AI is now shifting from outputting language such as minutes of meetings to software creation and automatic control. So we established the AI Strategy Project Group in February this year, directly under the President, and began various investigations into the use of our proprietary generative AI. Please turn to page 17. Finally, I'd like to talk about our Serenity-related business goals. As explained by Uluma, in our Serenity-related business, we'd like to expand especially our data utilization solutions. The data collection component is the foundational core for us, and it is a foundational component of digital engineering. Therefore, we'd like to continue to expand this, and we'd like to connect the data from this component with digital solutions. As Uluma explained, solutions are created by combining multiple data and functions, or the data utilization solution businesses can also enjoy using the enhancement of service through the use of data. And that way, we'd like to drive the growth in sales and profit from 2025 and onwards. By 2031, we aim to achieve sales 1.1 trillion yen and operating profit margin 23% in the Serenity-related business. We position Serenity and sustainability at the core of our business operations, and with that, although it's brief, that's about our DX strategy. Thank you for your attention.
So industry mobility area owner, Senior Vice President Kunihiko Kaga. My name is Kaga. As for myself, I would like to present on industry and mobility business area. So please move on to slide number 4. And on this page, we have shown the executive summary. We aim to achieve revenues of 1.7 trillion yen and an operating profit margin of 9% or more in FY 2026 through structural reforms of the automotive equipment business.
As for the mobility area, we will be making use of the outside partnership and reshuffle our business portfolio and stabilize the resilient business so that we can achieve 0.8 trillion yen in FY26 in terms of the sales and 4% of OPM. As for the industry business, the key growth area, we will be investing in FA digital solution and thereby, from a best owner perspective, we would be maximizing the value that is presented through FA businesses. In the IR day last year, in FY26, we had aspired to achieve sales of 1 trillion yen and OPM of more than 20%. However, dependent on the current business environment, especially the demand, in year FY28, we would be achieving, we hope to achieve 1 trillion yen of sales and more than 20% of OP margin. Now, moving on to page 5, you can see that our ideal form in terms of industry and the mobility businesses. By allowing the manufacturing and the industry and the mobility to meet in a comfortable manner, we would like to contribute to innovation of technology and also at the same time, substantiation of the next generation manufacturing, and also to address the labor shortages, especially the seasoned workers, and in mobility, carbon neutrality contribution, and also comfortable transportation, and also eradication of accidents, traffic accidents is to be realized. So now on page 7, at the Mitsubishi Electric Mobility, where I am playing the part of the president, we have 4 pillars in the business portfolio strategy. And the case-related businesses, number 1, as we have announced on May the 24th, with Aishin, we have come up with a joint venture for the next generation electrification-related businesses. So Aishin's adaptation technology and our system integration, the integration technology, in other words, and also our capability of motor and also power transformation, and also control optimization technology, we would like to maximize the synergistic effect that could be substantiated by the 2 companies joining hands. As for the second, that is related to power steering related system related businesses where we can prove our strength. So through the foundation business on a company-wide basis, we'd like to carry through selection and concentration and thereby improve the profitability. As for the multimedia and others, we'd like to proceed with the possibility of maybe withdrawing from the businesses or making necessary bold decisions and thinking about the scheme. As for the structure of transformation, the progress that is to be made in global footprints, FA control system, and also air condition AC system and refrigeration system, we would consider converting the businesses so that we can position ourselves for growth. Now, please move on to page 8. Now, here on this page, we explain about the market environment as well as the strength of automotive equipment business. As you know, the once-in-a-century period of change is faced by this automotive industry, especially in the electric EV market. So electrification market, EV is proceeding. And in order to cater to various different needs of the customers, as being shown on the right-hand side, power electronic technologies, sensing technologies, motor technologies. So based on these highly sophisticated technologies, and as a result of partnering with various different businesses, we would like to, of course, leverage on these technological assets of ours in order to optimize our portfolio in the mid to long term. Now, on page slide number 9, you can see the portfolio strategy. On the right-hand side, you can see the concrete measures that are to be taken. As for the case business, I'm going to be elaborating on this topic on the following pages. As for the resilient business, I would like to reinforce our effort in the software business technology. And so that will be selecting and concentrating in some of the highly profitable areas in carrying through operation. And also at the same time, we will be accelerating our speed of working together with the customers. At the Mitsubishi Electric Mobility, we would be clarifying all the specific responsible area, and so that we'll be able to carry through the businesses in a speedy manner. So please refer to page 10. Now, the key strategy, and let us now talk about electrification business. So we have now come out with this joint venture, a company with iShin. We have agreed on the basic matters to do with joint venture. And in the middle of this business, you can on this page, you can see the power electronics technology meeting integration technology. And in so doing, we'll be able to advance the strength of technologies of both companies and thereby come up with the optimal technology that are to bring about values for the customers. So by this joint venture, we'll be able to cater to the various different diverse needs of the electrification, and also to contribute to carbon neutrality. Now, slide 11, and you can see the overall picture of the structural reforms on this page. In FY 2025 onwards, we will be executing structural transformation, and also at the same time, we would like to move on to enjoy the harvest of what we are working on right now. FY 26, achieving sales of 0.8 trillion yen and OP margin of 4% or more, as has been explained, by reinforcing the business foundation and also enhancing the capability to earn, so that we will be able to start growing this business again. So that is the strategy for the mobility or the automotive equipment business. Let us continue on with the industry segment and also FA system business in specific. Please refer to slide number 13. Now, this is the business structure of FA system business. So you can see some of the major business of sequencer, servo, CNC, the sales, routes, service, asset, partner, and also customer asset. We'd like to leverage on this business asset that we have been building over the past century also, and thereby contribute to the world at large. And please refer to slide number 14. Here, we have shown the position in the industry as well as demand environment. On the left-hand side, we have shown the positioning of sequencer, servo, CNC. In the real-time control area, we hold a #1 share in Asia and also top 3 position on the globe. On the right-hand side, you can see the demand environment. As for different kind of applications for semiconductors, the demand fluctuation and trend, and also the investment in battery, in fact, is currently very much mixed as compared to the past several years. But because of digitization as well as the decarbonization, the capex, of course, is expanding, and as a result of labor shortages and also hiking the labor cost, the needs for automation, of course, is continuing. So on the mid to long term, FA demand is likely to expand. On a real-time control area, as a leading maker, we would like to continue to expand globally and thereby contribute value to the FA market.
Going on to slide 15, and this shows the key strategies for the FA systems business. As written on the left, over the past 3 years, we have been making aggressive growth investment into the key growth businesses and the FA digital solutions business. And toward fiscal year 2026, we will be launching next generation products, starting with linear trucks, and we will also implement measures such as the aggregation of DX talent to Yokohama toward the early launch of the FA digital solutions business. Also, as shown at the bottom, the business environment is undergoing tremendous change in China, which is one of our key markets, especially the rapid rise of the Chinese local vendors, and many of the Chinese equipment manufacturers and end users are entering overseas markets. So we will be implementing 2 countermeasures toward the expansion of the Chinese business. First is the fundamental strengthening of the business structure in China. That is, all the way from the planning and development and production of products for the Chinese market will be completed in China. We will create such a business structure. Also, in order to achieve value delivery, which is quick and also is relevant to the local needs, we will consider partnering with local vendors. Second is strengthening utilization of global bases for Chinese customers expanding outside of China. They will be fully leveraging the global sales and service basis, which is the asset of the FA systems business, and we will also assign the Chinese talent to overseas bases to reinforce the support locally. And we will reinforce our activities to appeal our total power, which is not limited just to products, and we will also promote spec-in activities to customers. Now, going on to slide 16. This is about the FA Digital Solutions business. As shown at the top row, customers' challenges range from the design and production and maintenance and conservation of equipment for their manufacturing sites. And I believe that there's an expanding need to resolve simultaneously several customer issues toward utilization rate improvement and also energy saving controls. So in order to resolve such customer issues, we are reinforcing our solutions utilizing data. For example, a collaboration with Visual Components Company to reinforce design solutions, the acquisition of Iconics UK to reinforce our production solutions, and also equity investment into Evercom for reinforcement of energy management are just a few examples of our active M&A investments. And the third row shows the manufacturing of a data plan that can support the utilization of raw data in the field. And through this manufacturing data platform, we'll be circulating data between the solutions on the second row and the components on the fourth row for simultaneous resolution of a variety of different customer issues. And the arrow shows the data flow. The raw data that's collected in the manufacturing data platform from components will be converted into data that's actionable by different solutions and then analyzed by the solutions, and then the data will be fed back to the manufacturing data platform with the identified issues and improvements. And by analyzing that data, we will derive the optimum control parameters and optimally control the production sites with feedback information. The Melco FA Digital Solution will strengthening the manufacturing data platform that supports the utilization of raw data that can be gained from these components, and through the optimum control of components and increased visualization of solutions, we hope to be able to simultaneously resolve various issues at the manufacturing site. Going on to slide 7. Here I will explain about the examples of FA's digital solutions that utilize digital twins. So digital twins will be utilized to simulate the facility design and productivity as well as energy consumption digitally. And the raw data from the various components will be collected, analyzed, and converted by the manufacturing data platform and then fed back to the digital twin to make more precise simulations. And through more precise utilization simulations, it will be possible to derive optimal patterns for utilization on or operation of the equipment and can achieve optimum control of the production line. And to customers, we can deliver value such as the achievement of both productivity and energy efficiency enhancements. Now going on to page 18 about the portfolio strategy. By achieving our ideal state and also rebuilding the portfolio through a best owner perspective, we want to maximize the FA system businesses' business value. The key growth businesses we will continue to invest in for further growth of the business, and for the FA Digital Solutions business, we will continue with active investments so that we can nurture them into key growth businesses for the future. As for other businesses, we will conduct structural reform, including possible exits or divestment, and through resource restructuring and model consolidation, we will reinforce countermeasures to improve profitability. And for businesses that not meet a certain threshold, we will consider exits or divestiture based on best owner perspective. We publicly released in April 2024 the selling or transfer of the power distribution transformation business to Hitachi Industrial Machine Systems. And this is just one example of executing portfolio strategy from a best owner perspective. Now then, let me talk about the entire industry mobility BA strategy. This is page 19. Here, I've shown how we intend to maximize the technology synergy, which is the largest synergy for the industry mobility BA. Shown at the top right is the automotive equipment business and FA systems business, and the manufacturing power and data utilization know-how, which has been nurtured in both these businesses, will be utilized to promote the creation of solutions for the digital solutions business at the bottom left. Also at the bottom left, the advanced FA technology, which has been digitally enabled, will be utilized in the automotive equipment and FA equipment manufacturing sites to improve and enhance our manufacturing lines. Now, slide 20. This is the fiscal year 2026 financial targets for the industry mobility BA as a whole. We will discontinue as early as possible these businesses with issues, and also shift that resources to key growth areas, case, FA digital solutions, and others in order to transform our portfolio strategy. And through that, as shown at the bottom, we want to strengthen the earnings power of both mobility and industry so that we can aim for a more than 9% operating profit margin in fiscal year 2026 for the industry mobility group as a whole. Thank you. Now going on to the life business area. We'd like to ask Executive Vice President and Life Business Area Owner, Tadashi Matsumoto, to explain.
Thank you, I'm Matsumoto, in charge of the Life Business Area. First, I'd like to introduce today's summary. Please look at page 4. The Life Business Area consists of the air conditioning, home product business, and the building system business. Although the air conditioning home product business is being affected by sluggish growth in the core European and American markets, midterm growth is expected, and we will continue to pursue a growth strategy with it. In the building system business, despite the sluggish real estate market in China, we are seeing results such as improved profitability through the strengthening of our stock business model. We will continue to strengthen our product portfolio and reap the benefits of the business integration to strengthen our profitability. Furthermore, in the life business area as a whole, by utilizing a strong component business in air conditioning and refrigeration business, and the stock business model knowledge cultivated in the building system business, we aim to expand our circular business base that connects with customers and create new value through digital engineering. Regarding the targets for 2026, we have revised the sales, revenue, and operating profit margin for the air conditioning and home product business, mainly due to the short-term stagnation of market growth. Next, on page 6, we introduce the businesses in the life business area. In the middle, on the left, we show the composition of our circulating types of business, including a component business and maintenance, renewal, and operation management. And on the right side, the introduction of cyclical business group is added on. Next, I will explain the business strategies for each business and the life business area. First, please turn to page 8. This is a strategy for the air conditioning home product business. As you can see on the left, the market trends by region, showing a growth in the European, the sluggish growth in the European and US markets. In the US, the impact of interest rate policy is mainly seen in the residential air conditioning. In Europe, it's affected by the inflationary environment, energy price trends, and subsidy policies due to the postponement of HP policies in each country. And please refer to page 29 of the appendix for regional trend, especially trends by model in Europe and the US. Next, going to page 9. In 2024, sales volume decreased compared to the previous year due to slowing growth in the residential market, particularly in Europe and in the US, and inventory adjustments, excluding the impact of foreign exchange rate. However, due to pricing policies and others, actual sales remained almost flat. On the other hand, operating profit was affected by the scale of operation, but by pricing policies and cost reductions and so on, even excluding the impact of Forex, profits increased. In light of the impact of this market stagnation, as I explained earlier, we review our FY26 plan for revenue to reflect a slowdown in the growth, particularly in European market, and we make addition while assessing the recovery of the market. However, as we will certainly continue to make investments to respond to the midterm market changes, which I will explain later, we have revised our profit margin target to 9%. Next, I will explain the key management policy on the right. The first key strategy is the response to three trend changes. The first of the three trends is the shift of thermal source to heat pumps, which are highly effective, efficient heat source cycle due to the demand for decarbonization. And to this, we provide even more efficient air conditioning by enhancing technologies of power semiconductors, inverters, and refrigeration cycle. Second is the shift to refrigerants with low global warming potential to curb global warming. In order to proactively respond to this shift, we have already developed compressor technology that can handle a variety of refrigerants and introducing new refrigerant-compatible products, taking into consideration the characteristics of refrigerants and the efficiency of the equipment and regional procurement. The third point is that due to the flammable or slightly flammable characteristics of low GWP refrigerants, the heat transport method for commercial facilities that use a large amount of refrigerant will change from direct expansion to water type or to a hybrid form that combines two. This will change the air conditioning equipment. The degree of the progress of this change will vary in each region, but in response to these changes, we will actively pursue alliance or M&A strategies based on each regional strategy for our core technologies centered around direct expansion type and the technologies that we are lacking. For your reference, we explain air conditioning methods such as direct expansion and the current approximate composition by region in page 32 of the appendix for your information. The second key strategy is to strengthen our business foundation. In the air conditioning market, which is growing while undergoing major changes, we need to be more responsive to changes and improve management efficiency. In addition, in response to the trend toward global protectionism and economic security policies, we will continue to promote local production, local consumption in our supply chain. Our overseas operations account for nearly 70% of our air conditioning business, and including our R&D, we will accelerate the localization of management. The third key strategy is to increase the composition of our service business based upon our connections with customers in areas such as maintenance, operation management, and renewal in cooperation with the building system business in order to create new added value other than the component business. We will explain the creation of new value later in the life business area strategy. Page 10 summarizes these key strategies, and from page 11 onwards, some strategic measures are outlined. First, in terms of launching high-efficiency products and refrigerant conversion-compatible products in response to the three changing trends, as mentioned here, we'll be launching new refrigerant-compatible products in Europe and the United States. In addition, in order to strengthen our applied business, water method air conditioning business, we have acquired Air Carlo, a French water-based air conditioning company that not only offers heat source equipment, but also has a rich lineup of roadside equipment, particularly in Europe, with customizing technologies to meet customers' needs. Furthermore, in the US, we have already built a complementary relationship with Train, which excels in applied unitary and our direct expansion ductless air conditioning as our core product, and have achieved great results by promoting sales channel collaboration, mutual use of technologies in development, collaboration in manufacturing and procurement. We will continue to actively seek out those complementary relationship based upon our regional strategy. Now please turn to page 12. Regarding the second key strategy, strengthening our business foundation, in order to strengthen regional development capabilities, we established R&D center in Europe, the US, and Asia, and have been strengthening local development capabilities. In addition, in order to build a local production, local consumption system, we will continue to monitor changes in demand and develop a basis primarily in the United States, India, Europe, and other steadily growing regions.
Now, in the US, in particular, the company will also make use of US government subsidies as well as other business locations of the company in order to promote localization of our business in the region. Furthermore, the third key action is to engage in circular business. In Japan, the US, and Europe, we are already working to expand our circular type business by using cloud infrastructure to connect with our customers to monitor their operational status and offer maintenance, operation management services, and renewal proposals. And in Europe, where water-based air conditioning system is expected to expand, Italian air conditioning maintenance company ZDOD was acquired in order to expand its applied maintenance business. So that is all for the air conditioning and home product business. Next is the building system business. Please see page 14. While the mainstay elevator and escalator market is stagnated in China, the overall market remained firm, partly due to a recovery after pandemic. But in 2023, results were almost in line with the plan, while the profit margin was 9.1% due to asset sales. Excluding the asset sales, the profit margin was 6%, with sales and profit increasing almost in line with the plan. So as described on page 15, this factor is due to the linkage between the new installation, maintenance, and renewal businesses as a result of the business integration. The maintenance and renewal business has also increased due to the global deployment of multi-brand know-how and of Motum and the Hanshin Transporter, which we acquired. And at the same time, we have increased our response to the needs for low-cost maintenance. Also, this response to the needs for low-cost maintenance, in fact, has started to increase. Now we have shown the priority strategies on the right-hand side. FY25, towards the target in FY25, we will increase installation base, the recurring business, in other words, by strengthening popular product models in overseas markets and aim for further acceleration, including expansion of maintenance business through M&A, in addition to the maintenance and renewal expansion measures we have taken so far. In addition, we will pursue synergies in the circular business and solutions in cooperation with the air conditioning business and other BAs. In addition, the company will recognize domestic and overseas affiliates, reorganize capital and streamline assets to achieve its FY26 targets. Examples of initiatives for each strategy are listed on page 16. In addition to the strategic models planned for this fiscal year to expand the popular zone for elevators and escalators, we will promote the expansion of the new business by introducing regional strategic models through global utilization of Chinese partner products and the localization of R&D. In addition, as described on page 17, to strengthen our business foundation, we will invest in information technology to enhance data utilization, reorganize affiliates and capital, and improve operational efficiency through the development of new production methods to address labor shortages. And in addition to organic measures to expand maintenance business, we will work on M&A of maintenance companies, mainly in Europe and the United States, and in Japan, as well as building alliances with independent maintenance providers. These are the strategy for the building system business. Now, lastly, we'd like to introduce our efforts to create new values as a life business area. Please refer to page 19. Line business area aims to contribute to the creation of comfortable, safe, and secure spaces that support the people's lives in various living spaces while addressing various pressing social issues. And this is why we have these diverse offerings under this life business area. Meanwhile, there is an urgent need to address many of the global social issues shown on the left. the way value is provided is also changing. To address the issue of decarbonization, demand response is required for operational energy conservation and utilization of renewable energy rather than simply supplying energy-efficient equipment. In addition, control based on data such as human senses and human flow is necessary to ensure a high level of security and peace of mind and to create a comfortable wellness environment for everyone. In addition, there is an urgent need for automation support for the labor shortages that are occurring in most developed nations around the world. So we cannot solve these problems only through the equipment supply business, but we need to be involved in the operation of our customers' facilities, receive data, and provide the best possible services to our customers. The new value must be created by analyzing and managing these information. The first step to achieve this is to conduct business that keeps us connected to our customers. We provide a wide range of services, starting from supplying equipment we call our business, which includes services that keep customers connected to us through maintenance, operation, and renewal on site, and in other words, a circular business. Based on this business foundation, we will create and provide solutions for green energy, safety, security, comfort, and building management. As described on page 21, we are already working to build a cloud environment to connect with our customers and to strengthen our circular business, which provides maintenance and operation management services based on operational data obtained from its environment. We're working to strengthen this business on a global scale by utilizing the wide range of facilities we are in charge of, including elevators, building systems, and air conditioning system. And as described on page 23, we will build on this business foundation not only HVAC and building systems, but we also aim to expand the provision of new services through Serenity, circular digital engineering, which creates new value by analyzing data with digital technology, by connecting with systems in other business areas, and by leveraging our technologies and customer assets, as well as through agile alliances with our customers. We aim to expand our service offering through the so-called Serenity, in other words. Page 24 shows some of these examples. So Soleil, a demand response system for heat pump water heaters for efficient use of solar energy in large apartment complexes is shown. And also, to the right-hand side, you can see Remo IPS for environmental control by visualizing office human flow and indoor environment, and First Smart for preventive maintenance using AI with elevator operation data. These include product delivery services by autonomous robots utilizing the Smart City Building IoT platform. So these are some of the actual examples. Now, finally, please refer to page 26, the live business area. We continue to focus on the HVAC, AC, and R business for creating environments for people and goods such as heating, hot water supply, air conditioning, and freezing and refrigeration as priority growth businesses, and the building systems as the core of its portfolio. We have been shifting resources in several areas, including our withdrawal from the television business, and we intend to contribute to the creation of living environments by concentrating on business necessary for the creation of all kinds of spaces, including residential and commercial use. These are the light business area presentation. Thank you.
Next, I would like to move on to the infrastructure business area, and Takazawa, the Senior Vice President for Infra Business Area Owner, will give you a presentation.
This is Takazawa, and I'll explain the business strategy for the infrastructure business area. Please turn to page 4. This is an executive summary. The to-be vision of the infrastructure business area is to achieve the stable operation and carbon neutrality of the world's critical infrastructure and to contribute to the security of Japan and Asia. Our target for growth is to achieve sales of 1.2 trillion yen and a profit margin of 7% in fiscal year 2026. Infrastructure is a long-term business, and we have already received orders for over 90% of our sales for the fiscal year 2026. So we have visibility into a significant portion of our business metrics. We expect to enjoy the impact of improved defense contracts and improved sales prices for social and power systems from fiscal year 26 onwards. So we believe these targets are achievable despite despite the risks of delivery date fluctuations and cost increases. As for our business portfolio transformation, we expect significant growth in the defense sector, where orders have already begun to increase. In fiscal year 2024, orders received grew 2.9 times year-on-year to 370 billion yen, and we expect a further 1.5 times increase over fiscal year 2024 this year. In addition, the contractual terms on these orders were improved, leading to higher profit margins. Next is the solutions business, which we intend to expand, or we want to expand going forward. We launched the ENF, or Energy and Facility Solutions business, last year and have begun offering solutions such as flexible energy supply between factories and optimal control of heat and electricity. We have also started to provide solutions such as the optimum control of In addition, we had launched the mobility solution business this fiscal year and have already started POCs with logistics companies in Europe and the United States. In our core businesses, we will accelerate the process of selection and focus on cash-generating businesses and shift resources to decarbonization components such as SF6-free gas circuit breakers. As for strengthening our business foundation, this year we expect to see a significant improvement in the profitability of large-scale projects which have long been a drag on profit. We are also implementing measures to make our factories asset light by focusing on production facilities that do generate cash. Our aim is to improve ROIC, improve the break-even point, and improve production elasticity in the medium to long term. Now please refer to page 6. This is our business structure that maps the product's strength and supply record for each business domain in the infrastructure business area. We are often asked about our strength in the defense and space businesses. We regard our strength in defense and national security segments to be radar technology and guidance control technology for guided missiles. Meanwhile, our strength in space and space infrastructure is the guidance, navigation, and control technology used in the Konotori HTV and SLIM. Please turn to page 8. This slide shows the market environment and our market position. In our core business of public utilities, transportation, and electric power, where we rank among the top share group in Japan, there has been a recent increase in demand for the renewal of aging infrastructure. At the same time, the rush in the construction of data centers has caused a sharp rise in the demand for electricity. Among the core businesses, we still need to establish technology for SF6-free circuit breakers and SMRs for nuclear power plants. We position these to be future areas of growth for our core businesses, and we will engage in collaborations and acquisitions to establish a global market position as soon as possible. We are also seeing growing demand for ENF solutions, which we launched last year against a backdrop of carbon neutrality and a shortage of skilled workers. We intend to leverage our customer base and core technologies such as energy management to compete with European and US companies who are leading the space. In the area of defense and outer space, we intend to further expand our position in the top market share group by taking advantage of the increase in the government budget. In addition to responding to the domestic budget, we'd also like to expand exports in, for example, the Philippines radar project. I'll now go into a little more detail on each of our businesses. So please turn to page 10. This slide shows the priority resource allocations for defense and space. As part of our priority investment of resources in this year, last year we said we'd increase the number of personnel by 1,000. We expect to be able to secure 500 by the end of this fiscal year. We have also committed to the construction of new production facilities, which will be completed in stages from April 2025. Strategic alliances in the defense sector have already been announced in press releases. And the third bullet point is about the joint development with the Australian government of a laser-based surveillance and warning equipment. And this will be Japan's first joint development with a foreign government in the field of defense and is therefore quite topical. In the area of space, following the successful landing of the SLIM on the moon, we intend to continue to work on the Lunar Orbital Platform project, leveraging our strength in navigational guidance and control technologies. Now, please turn to the next page. Next, about our solutions business. We will apply digital technology to our extensive supply record and customer base to deliver solutions in the areas of energy, facilities, and mobility infrastructure. We would like to let me share a few examples. In energy infrastructure solutions, we have the multi-region EMS that delivers surplus renewable energy, such as solar power, from one location to another. We also recently announced a new project called the Heat-Related Total Solutions, which can provide optimum control for both electricity and heat supply for an entire region. In the facility segment, we will deliver solutions such as optimal control of air conditioning at the data centers to save energy and proactive detection of indicators of abnormalities in equipment. As a new mobility infrastructure solution, we are currently planning and implementing a POC for charging and operation control of EV trucks in large-scale warehouses, logistics companies in the US and Europe. We also plan to launch on-demand narrow area automated driving services at resorts by the end of this fiscal year. Please turn to the next page.
On this page, I'd like to explain circular digital engineering using the example of a multi-region EMS. So this is a customer having multiple factories, and let's say there's a surplus solar renewable energy at factory A, and they'd like to transmit this energy to factory B, and for that purpose, we introduce a multi-region EMS. And this operation is outsourced to us because it's a bit difficult. We can analyze the daily operation data and utilize the economic simulations we have, allowing us to make new proposals, such as increasing the amount of solar power or introducing a storage battery. We can also plan to use this knowledge to provide a consulting service to new customers, helping them achieve economically rational carbon neutrality. Please go to the next page. Regarding strengthening our core businesses, first about portfolio. We are currently accelerating the process of considering and negotiating the restructuring, withdrawal, and sale of low-profit business. We can only announce measures that have been finalized, but one example is Mitsubishi Generator, a joint venture with Mitsubishi Heavy Industries for the generator business that was launched this April, and the profit and loss are expected to improve significantly from 2025. As for improving profit margins, we have been working on improving sales prices, and from 2026 onwards, we should be able to start seeing results. For example, we have improved the sales prices for transformer equipment and expanded long-term alliance contracts against the backdrop of robust electricity demand. Another way to improve profit margin is through efforts to expand the maintenance domain. In the infrastructure business area, we deliver mission-critical equipment and systems, but the shortage of skilled engineers is becoming apparent to both our customers and our own company. And DX and introduction of AI are becoming necessary to ensure the stable operation of a critical infrastructure. In order to promote this investment, we will expand our maintenance contracts and build win-win relationship with our customers. We believe that decarbonization-related business will grow within our core businesses, and we will expand them globally through collaborations and partnership with other companies. And there are some examples of collaborations and acquisitions of decarbonization-related business shown here. We recently announced a collaboration with Musashi Energy Solutions in the railway business, and that is to utilize the regenerative electricity generated when braking railway vehicles and to station buildings and other facilities, and that way we provide the solution. Please go to page 15. That is to strengthen our business foundation. In terms of responding to potential risks, we have been struggling with the deterioration of profits in large space and other projects in recent years. However, we have strengthened our project management system and invested considerable resources in these projects. As a result, projects are gradually returning to normal, and we expect to see a significant improvement in profits in 2025. Additionally, we are taking measures to prevent recurrence on the contract side. If there are any difficult development elements in the future, we will enter into separate contracts for development and production of the actual equipment. This will enable us to determine costs and deliver data at the development stage and reduce project risks at the time of production of the actual equipment. Regarding improving asset efficiency, the infrastructure business area, which has a history since our founding as a heavy electrical equipment manufacturer, has had many relatively large production processes, but is currently questioning and implementing measures to focus on the production of core components that generate cash at the factories. Of course, it's not possible to implement all measures at once, but in the case of manufacturing plant, where consolidation is advanced, it is expected to improve asset efficiency by about 10% in the mid to long term, and we believe that this will enable us to improve our break-even point. We also optimizing our production system, and in April this year, we established a separate factory of Itami works from the Nagasaki works. Please go to page 17, portfolio strategy. First, about core business such as public utilities, transportation, and electricity, we will improve profit margins by concentrating our cash-generating business and expanding a maintenance business. In the defense and space business, we will simultaneously work on expanding the scale of the business in response to the increased single budget and improve profit margins through better contracts. Here, we consider the solution business and the decarbonization-related business to be growth businesses, and would like to launch both businesses as soon as possible to secure sales and generate profits. Please go to page 19. From 2024 to 2026, the waterfall chart shows the changes in revenue and profit margins. For revenue up to 2026, driven primarily by increased order of the defense and space industries as the budget increases. As for the operating profit margin, we expect a profit improvement of the large-scale projects, as I explained earlier, to contribute significantly to the improvement of the profit margin and going into 2025, and we also expect the effect of optimizing our production system to gradually become apparent. And further looking ahead to 2026, we expect the effect of improvement to contract terms in the defense and space sector to begin to appear in the improvement in sales prices for our core businesses, which I explained earlier, will begin to appear around 2026, and we'd like to aim for 7% until 2026. We'd like to operate with a focus on establishing a profitable structure for existing business, but from 2027 onwards, we will reap the benefits of solution business and the decarbonization-related business that we are currently working on, and put us on a further growth trajectory. And for next page, I'd like to skip the explanation that is about ideal status. So that's all about the infrastructure business. Thank you.
Now moving on to the semiconductor device business. Executive Officer, Group President, Semiconductor Devices Business, Masayoshi Takemi.
My name is Takemi, and I'm in charge of the semiconductor and device business. I would like to present on the growth strategy of our semiconductor and device business. So please refer to the executive summary on page 4. In the semiconductor and device business, we will achieve business growth through focused investment in the power devices business, which is positioned as one of our priority growth businesses. The power device business has achieved steady growth in recent years, and in FY 24, we achieved our targets of net sales of 240 billion yen or more, and operating income margin of 10% or more 2 years ahead of the schedule. Based on this achievement, we have set new targets of net sales of 260 billion yen or more, and operating margin of 10% or more for FY 2026, aiming for further growth. We will continue to focus on strengthening profitability, which we are still working on, and building a business foundation for the next stage of growth. In addition, we will further accelerate the business growth centered on SiC power modules, which is our strength. To realize our growth strategy, in addition to increasing production capacity, we are also strengthening vertical alliances and collaborations with other companies and are steadily implementing measures covering everything from material procurement to product development and sales. Details will be explained later. Please refer to page 6. This slide introduces the business structure of the Semiconductor and Devices segment. Our semiconductor and device product portfolio consists of power devices that realize carbon neutrality and high-frequency and optical devices that support safe, secure, and comfortable living, providing customers with key devices that are indispensable for the realization of a sustainable society. In the power device business, a key growth business, we are pursuing technological advancements for efficient power control and motor control, and are expanding our SiC lineup in addition to silicon. We are committed to further improving performance and quality to achieve significant business growth and contribute to the realization of a decarbonized society by making all types of equipment more energy efficient. In the high-frequency and optical device business, we are applying our core competence in compound semiconductor technology to a variety of applications, including 5G communications, data centers, and other information and communications fields, as well as security, monitoring, and air conditioning system. So we provide products targeted at sensing field, which apply to system and other products. We will continue to contribute to the realization of safe and secure lifestyles and a comfortable digital society by sensitively grasping the needs of the time and creating new values that take advantage of the characteristics of compound semiconductor. Now, please refer to page 7 for an overview of each business segment. The power device market is expected to expand over the medium term as we work to solve the global social issues of decarbonization, including the introduction of renewable energy, the shift to green mobility, and progress in energy conservation. As shown on left-hand side chart, we expect module to grow significantly as they maximize the performance of the end product. In the SiC power semiconductor market, the market has traditionally expanded from discrete products with high versatility, but is expected to grow at a high growth rate in the future. The market for SiC power semiconductor is expected to expand rapidly as SiC power modules are now installed in electrical vehicles and are expected to be driving force behind the growth of the power semiconductor module market. Among power semiconductors, modules require a particularly high level of technical know-how. Over the long term, we have focused on this module field and have established a top-class position with the #1 global share in IPM for consumer use and the #1 global share in full SiC modules for electric railways, and #2 global share in the overall power module market, which is the sum of silicon and SiC. In addition to our expertise in the complex interplay of design and manufacturing technologies to achieve high performance and quality, we have a solid customer base based on our long-standing industry leading market share and a magnet market experience in both silicon and SiC power modules. We leverage these strengths to provide high quality, high competitive products to the market. Now next, please see page 8. Here we explain about optical devices for data centers, which is the strength of our high-frequency and optical device business. With the recent spread of cloud services and Gen AI, optical networks for data centers are further increasing in speed and capacity, and demand for optical devices that can operate in the high-speed and ultra-high-speed domains in which we specialize is rapidly expanding. by responding to the need for high-speed, large-capacity optical fiber communications required for hyperscale data centers and AI systems from major U.S. companies such as GAFAM and NVIDIA. We have captured an overwhelming global share of the optical device market for data centers, accounting for about half of the market. In addition, the company has been able to capture an overwhelming share of the global market for optical devices for data centers, accounting for about half of the market. So in addition to the high-level product competitiveness that we have cultivated through a long track record in the optical device market, our strength lies in our close ties with industry leaders in the data center market and in advanced manufacturing technology and know-how in compound semiconductors. We will continue to leverage these strengths to further strengthen our current dominant position by launching innovative optical devices that lead technological trends in a market in a timely manner ahead of the competitors. From here, I will discuss the growth strategy of a priority growth business of power devices. As a basic strategy for a power device business, we will continue to focus on our resources on area where our strength and market needs match. In terms of market segments, while the industrial and the electrical railway fields are the base load of our business, we will position the automotive field where particularly high market growth is expected, and the renewable energy and consumer fields in which we hold a strong position as growth drivers and seek to expand sales by further strengthening product development, production, sales, and others. We will expand sales by further strengthening product development. In other words, we are currently working to strengthen profitability, which has been recognized as an challenge, and to build the business foundation for the next stage of growth. As explained at the beginning of this segment, we have achieved the target of FY24 announced last year, 2 years ahead of schedule, and for FY25, we have revised our sales target upwards to 260 billion yen or more, and we work for further improvement. In addition, for FY25, we will work to expand our business centered on SiC, which is one of our strengths. And so towards FY30, we will work to expand our business centered on SiC, which is one of our strengths.
Next, please turn to page 11. This slide shows the progress in the implementation of measures to realize the growth strategy that I explained. In addition to investing 260 billion yen to reinforce our production systems announced last year, we also implemented various measures to strengthen procurement, products, and sales capabilities, covering the entire manufacturing process from wafer substrate procurement to chip processing and module assembly. In tandem with in-house efforts, we will also promote collaboration with other companies by strengthening vertical collaboration and alliances to steadily implement our growth strategy. First, in wafer substrates, we invested approximately 75 billion yen into a new SiC company established by Coherent Inc. in the United States to secure a stable supply of 8-inch SiC substrates, which are essential for our business. In chip production, we announced the construction of a new building for 8-inch SiC products in Shisui District, Kumamoto Prefecture last year, and we have decided to accelerate the completion of the building by 5 months to September 2025 in order to respond to the strong demand. As for silicon, the construction of a 12-inch silicon line at the Fukuyama plant is progressing as we planned, and we will further improve productivity by increasing wafer diameter. In addition, as a strategic product for modules, we will introduce the J3 series for the automotive market, which uses the same new package for both silicon and SiC chips. The J3 series will contribute to extending the cruising range and simplifying the design of xEVs and will drive our growth toward fiscal year 2030. We have also entered into a strategic partnership with Nexperia, a world-class discrete device manufacturer in the Netherlands, to develop and supply SiC chips for Nexperia that leverages Melco's strength. Nexperia's development of SiC's discrete products using our chips will help expand our sales channels to the discrete market, thereby enhancing the presence of our SiC chips. Next, I'd like to explain the strength of our SiC modules, which will be the core of our future sales expansion. Please refer to page 12. The strength of our SiC modules includes advanced compound semiconductor technology, the world's most advanced chip technology, and industry-leading module technology. First, about our compound semiconductor technology, SiC has many defects in the substrate due to the nature of the material and therefore requires advanced process technology to ensure high quality and productivity. Melco has accumulated epitaxial and process technologies specialized for compound semiconductors in our high frequency and optical device businesses. Also, from the early years of SiC power devices, we have developed unique screening technologies and other know-how over the years by supplying products to the electric railway industry, which requires high reliability. So by applying these technologies and know-how to our products, we have achieved the high quality and productivity demanded in SiC. In the area of chip technology, our proprietary trench SiC MOSFET structure achieves the world's lowest loss levels, which is expected to contribute to extended cruising range and reduced system costs required for electric vehicles. We will continue to enhance the value of this chip through further improvements. In the area of module technology, our strength lies in compact and lightweight modules that are unrivaled by others. In SiC as well, we will continue to introduce compact and lightweight modules like the J3 series, which I described earlier, to the market, thereby contributing to the miniaturization and cost reduction of inverters. In terms of market performance, we began development of SiC power modules in the 1990s ahead of our competitors and were the first in the world to install SiC power modules in room air conditioners and high-speed trains. We have a track record of leading the world in a wide range of markets by focusing our business on the module area and providing easy-to-use power devices for customers. We will continue to leverage our combination of diverse elemental technologies and extensive track record to deliver the most suitable devices to meet the market needs in the rapidly expanding SiC module market. On the following page, page 13, I'll explain the expansion of SiC power modules into various markets. The horizontal axis shows the passage of time, and the vertical axis shows the application areas of SiC power modules. The market for SiC power modules began mainly in the railway sector, and demand is expected to grow rapidly in the future as SiC power modules are installed in electric vehicles. The expansion in scale is expected to lead to cost reductions, and going forward, the market for SiC is expected to expand into a variety of application fields that require even lower losses and faster switching operations. We have been a pioneer in supplying SiC power modules for high-speed railroads and other applications since the launch of the market and have cultivated our strength in this area. We will continue to deliver SiC power modules that combine these strengths to a wide range of applications where the use of SiC is expanding, including the automotive sector, to contribute to the realization of GX in many fields. Next, please turn to page 15. I'd like to reiterate our financial targets for the semiconductor device business. First of all, we are targeting net sales of 0.3 trillion yen in fiscal year 2026 from the 2024 base of 289.8 billion yen. In the power device business, we will focus on the automotive, renewable energy, and consumer sectors. And in the high frequency and optical devices business, we will focus on optical devices for data centers as we aim to expand sales. The operating income margin for fiscal year 2024 was 10.3%, well above the forecast at the beginning of the year, due in part to improved foreign exchange rates and the results of profit improvement activities. For fiscal year 2026, we expect some setback due to exchange rate fluctuations. However, in addition to sales expansion, we will also strive to promote our portfolio strategy by shifting to products with higher customer value through price and product mix improvements. We will also promote standardization and commonization, increase wafer diameters to 8-inch for SiC and 12-inch for Si, and expand Si 8-inch wafer production at the highly efficient Fukuyama plant to continue efforts to enhance productivity. We aim for an operating margin of 12%. Finally, I'd like to explain about the sustainable growth of our semiconductor and device business. Please refer to page 17. The semiconductor and devices business will work to strengthen the Mitsubishi Electric Group's integrated solutions by providing key devices that are indispensable for the realization of social GX and DX. In addition, we will widely incorporate the insights of our internal businesses, which are users of semiconductors, to develop high value-added devices from the customer's viewpoint. Major transformations in the world are always accompanied by the evolution of and innovation in semiconductors, and we in the semiconductors and devices business are committed to leading social change toward the realization of a sustainable society by providing a wide range of highly market competitive key devices that combine the synergies of the Mitsubishi Electric Group to various markets. That is stipulated in our medium-term vision, and through these efforts, we will continue to earn the support and trust of our customers and achieve sustainable growth in our semiconductor and device businesses. That concludes my presentation.